And number one, this is the first mistake that we do with our relationship. The moment you start seeking advice from your friends and family to solve your issues in a relationship, that is 50% destruction to your relationship. 50% you have started destroying your relationship. The moment you rely on solutions from your friends and families, you are destroying your relationship by half percentage mark, which is 50%. I will give you the reasons. You see, when you are dating, you do not know within your family who is happy and who is not happy with your relationship. When you are dating, you do not know who amongst your friends is happy or is not happy with your relationship. And there are those who are praying day and night that, oh, we shall see. There are those who are praying day and night for the time that you guys will calm down. There are those people who are praying day and night for that time that your relationship is going to crash. And that's why the moment you start seeking advice, not advice, just general advice for, improving your relationship and all the rest, that is fine. Ask your friends how to improve your relationship. Ask them how things happen. But if you have a problem, you have a misunderstanding, you have an argument, you have a conflict in your relationship, the people who are allowed to come in is, number one, the two people who are arguing, you and your partner. Number two is a person who is called a relationship coach, a person you don't know, a person who doesn't know you, not your pastor, not your mother, not your father, not your best friend, not even your brothers or your sisters. It has to be someone you completely don't know. A person who doesn't know your husband, a person who doesn't know you, a person who will not side you and he will not side your husband, someone who doesn't know your history. You know, there are some people who are coming to advise you and start bringing your history, your past history. He wants to remind you how your father never managed a certain kind of a relationship. He wants to remind you how your brothers or your sisters have divorced in the past. He wants to remind you how your auntie or maybe your ancestors and your generation have failed in their relationship. You see what happens with such kind of things? They bring fear into your body. They don't help you. They bring fear, and you start to fear. You start to getting cold. Those cold pushes you away from your relationship. The moment somebody starts reminding you of the failures that is in your lineage, failures that has happened, you see, this is why I'm telling you, this is why I told you that this girl cannot make a good marriage. You see, this girl's mother divorced long time ago. This girl's sister, the elder sister, is not even married. This girl's aunt, I don't know, has been married 20 times. You see, those things bring fear into you. And you see, people, what kills us, kills our businesses, kills our lives, make us fail even in education, is fear. The moment you accept fear to come into you, you are dead. In my community where I come from, I'm a born Kenyan, born from a community called Luos. So in Luos, we say chira. Chira means chir or a. Like chir has left. Like it is the strength. You know, chir in my language, in my community, chir means strength. You don't fear. You have the strength. So when somebody brings such kind of information into you, all right, the strength disappears. It goes away. It disappears completely. And the moment it disappears, you become fearful. And that fear is what kills people. There is nothing, I always tell people from my community, there is nothing like chira. It is chir or a, like the fear is gone. So once, like, not the fear, sorry, but the strength is gone. So what is here, remaining here, is fear. So this fear is what is going to kill you. So the moment you allow people to bring your stories, past histories, things that never happened, things that cannot happen. Absolutely 100%, it's not going to happen. So, seeking advice from friends, families, and relatives, and those people we call pastors, those people we call, aunties, and those people who know you completely will never help you. They will help you at a 10%, but 50%, these people will tear you down. All right? Number 2, when you have a relationship, stop sharing with your friends and your families. Your relationship wins. The moment you win, the moment you are happy in your house, the moment you get those gifts, the moment he's hitting you nicely, the moment he's a man who gives you what you want, how you feel it, they make you complete. Sexually, they're active, they're good in bed, they're whatever. Stop sitting down with your friends and start sharing all this shit. We call them shit when you remove them from your secrecy. But they are perfect things when you keep them within your relationship. The moment you start spreading them outside, they become a shit. The moment you go to your friends and you tell them how good your man is in bed, the moment you go to your friends and you tell them how good your woman is in bed, you are trying to tell them that, you know what, there is a honey somewhere there, but the only problem is the bees are still there. The moment you remove the bees, you can taste the honey. You know what I mean? My wife knows how to do it, but right now I've got him, or I've got her. So if you can push me away and get her, you're gonna find how good she is in bed. The honey is over there. It's an organic honey, a traditional honey, but the bees are still around. So what you need to do is to remove the bee and take the honey. So the pleasure and feeling like, I need to share this, I need to tell people, I need to boast how good it is going to kill your relationship. And you know how it's going to kill? You will start accusing your man. How could you do this with my best friend? How could you? How could you? Where did you get the audacity to do this? How could you cheat me with my best friend? You know where it starts? It starts with you. Your best friend didn't know that guy was so good in doing it until you told them. It started with you. Your best friend didn't know that your woman is good. She's slippery. She's good. You can go without feeling any, like you're getting stuck. You can swim nicely. They didn't know until that time you started telling them. So they also want to try. They are like, so that side it's good. I'm having one that's not good. I've got to get it. Stop sharing your relationship wins with friends. Number 2, gifts. Every time women are like, last month I got a birthday present from him. He bought me a birthday present. James told me that we are going to Paris for a month, and so, this clothes I'm wearing, he's the one who bought it. Stop sharing your relationship wins with friends and family. Your family will be questioning themselves. He's only buying for her. What about us? Since she came into our life, he stopped buying us presents. He keep on buying her. Since this woman, this witch came into our family, our brother changed. Since this witch came into our family, my son changed completely. Since this witch came into our family, our cousin changed. He never visits. He's not buying us anything. When you call him for help, he's always not having it. Stop sharing your wins with friends and family. Whatever he buys for you, keep it for you. Whatever she buys for you, keep it for you. You will become a witch in that home. You will become the home wrecker. You will become an enemy to your mom-in-law. You will become an enemy to your brothers and sisters-in-law. You will become an enemy to your friends. In fact, your friends will start claiming that since you came into the life of that guy, the guy changed. The guy is no longer taking us out. The guy is no longer partying with us because that witch came and that witch took him over. The question is, if I came into his life, I have to take over his life. Because we are told that when two people of like-minded come together as husband and wife, they will leave their families and the two shall become one. So we need to take over these people and become one thing. But you don't need to show to the world and to the family that you've taken them over. So we say that relationship has to be private.